Namaste, angels. I'm going to do a new moon or post new moon, however you want to look at it, because the new moon, the actual event, the eclipse, the new moon in Leo, the black moon, all that kind of stuff was actually yesterday. And normally I would do my moon reading prior to the event, but I did not this month or this time. And I was just moved to do it today. I thought that I wasn't going to do it all. And then I was just moved to do more like a check out our energy, including that of like healing energy. So I have my Archangel Raphael cards here. I'm in a very peaceful place. There's music behind me. It was Neil Diamond a moment ago, and now it sounds like it's about to be KC and the Sunshine Band. I don't know, I'm out here at this yacht club.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing? Good, thank you.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah, I'm out here at this yacht club and you know, hanging out at the marina, having a really great time. And it's just a nice atmosphere to do it. There's been this bird flying overhead, one bird like circling me. I don't know what kind of bird it was. And a couple of butterflies that have been landing. So maybe you guys will get to see some of that too, but I just felt it was a really nice environment and a really good time, and I was moved to do it again. So I'm gonna do my first spread, the cross spread, and right away they're showing me something. So I was starting with good night sleep, but just now as I tried to pick these up, Jesus, the divine healer on the top. So wanted to see that. Opening to consult a nutritionist. So I'll do a cross with these so we can check out what we might need to do toward healing. Good night's sleep. Opening detoxification. This doesn't just apply to like substances, although it does apply to substances certainly. Drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, coffee, anything that's toxic to us. And I'm not saying that in a judgmental ways if I don't do any of those things or haven't done any of those things. Actually, I pretty much don't now. There's some stuff that I eat that I shouldn't, so that's included too. But I used to smoke. I don't smoke anymore. I don't really drink anymore. I was a Grey Goose on the rocks drinker straight for years. Don't do that anymore. I can't tell you the last time I've had any Grey Goose. I have had some wine recently. But you know, whatever the case is for you, it could be your friends or frenemies rather. People that you believe are your friends or have believed are your friends and they haven't been, they're not really. Time to get rid of them. Sometimes it's family members too. So any people, places, or things that are toxic to us and we're aware, we need to rid ourselves of them. And then get a good night's sleep. Like rest easy, knowing that you've dispensed with what no longer works in your life. People ask you like that question, like, how do you sleep at night? Good. I sleep well because I've gotten rid of these things. You know what I mean? That's the message that's coming through here with this. Good night's sleep again. And I was just talking about it. The same thing goes for this caffeine-free card. It's pretty much the same message as the detoxification card. So it's Archangel Raphael doubling down on this. Caffeine-free. And home help. Home help is about being thankful to God and the angels, particularly Archangel Raphael, that we can count on him, her, them for matters, you know, involving our home and our family life. Oh, you know what's coming on now? Can you guys hear it? I Will Survive. That song, First I Was Afraid, I Was Petrified. That's kind of funny for what might be a love reading. We'll see. I have got my love cards here too, because you know I like to do the love energy and the general energy when I do a moon reading. And so it's a home help again. I'll do one more. Meditation. Dear Archangel Raphael, please meditate with me and guide my mind and body to focus upon peace, health, and wellness. I do think that some of the things of which we need to rid ourselves involve our family and or home. I was going to do the cutting this way, but I tend to like to do the cutting towards me when it's my reading or my spread, and away from me when it's for others. Detoxification's back. Some of us may need help ridding ourselves of some of these things, and for that we have divine intervention. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for being with, and it can be yourself or insert the name of any person in need for which you wish to pray in this moment, and for helping with and describe the situation there. I have faith in divine intervention, and I fully accept your guidance now. This is our overall energy. There's like some kind of military helicopter overhead. 1 second. Okay. So crossbred, the divine couple, the recent past, blocks to the union, the near future, the masculine's higher self, what the feminine can do, the masculine can do, advice from the universe, and the outcome. The divine couple. Boom. Relationship. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for healing and guiding all of my relationships upon the path of love. The recent past. Children. Issues regarding children have been affecting us, good, bad, or indifferent. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me to help children. That can involve making choices that benefit children, yours, your partners, somebody else's, other children in your family. Some of us have had to take into our homes or into our lives children belonging to other members of our family, our sister's kids, our brother's kids, our child's kid, you know, whatever the case may be. That can be what this is too. Or somebody may have given birth. This could be children in the recent past because somebody recently had a child, or children in the recent past. Blocks to the union. Acceptance. This is a good one. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, please help me to accept everything is going in the right direction. So the block to the union is obviously not accepting that. Just feeling like we're on the wrong path. We don't know what we're doing. We don't know who our partner is. If we're even in a divine union at all, what the heck we're doing or why. And you know, this really just basically calls for faith. So the block to the union is lack of faith and lack of confidence in ourselves. The masculine's higher self. Boom! Jesus, the divine healer. Dear Jesus, this is the divine masculine of all time, obviously. So this is the perfect card to represent him. Dear Jesus, thank you for your divine healing power and presence. Amen. Thank you, Jesus. I love that the masculine's higher self, the collective higher self of the masculine selected this card for them. And it means they're in a good place right now. And that makes me feel good because there were a couple of weeks, I'm sure you guys that watched me fairly, if not completely regularly, you remember there were a couple of weeks where I was like cringing when I would do a crossbred, particularly on them. Okay, the near future. Inner authority. We're going to be calling upon our, individual gifts, whatever those are. And we're all healers. All light beings are healers. And I think that every human being, period, has something to offer to the world, has some sort of gift, something that they do better or differently in a way that's especially beneficial to people than anybody else, their own unique thing. We're not all meant to lay hands on one another or do, any kind of physical or physiological healing. Some of us are supposed to do other things that are in themselves healing, like music is healing, exercise. I'm down here at the beach. Swimming is healing. Teaching children, for example, like just about anything that you can do. Restaurant. I'm sitting here on a patio of the restaurant here at the yacht club. You know, cooking food, that's healing. Feeding people nutritious meals, that is healing. So we're going to be looking to our inner gifts is in the near future, is what this means, or we should. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for supporting me as I take back my power and listen to my intuition, desires, and feelings. What else can the feminine do toward the union over this period, let's say in the next 2 weeks of this, where we'll feel the new moon's energy the strongest? Although I am a believer that we will feel the eclipse energy and the effects of it well into probably like January. But for me, it's most important through like November because of other situations, other events that will occur around the same time, like in October, the end of, or when Lilith moves out of Sagittarius and into Capricorn, and Jupiter and Scorpio and things like that. Wait, hang on, I'm gonna pick up that card. It was actually 3 cards that wind blew over. Improving health. So this is either advice from the universe or this is the outcome. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for your comforting reassurance about this situation. And home help is the other. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for giving me the courage to ask for and to accept help from you, the angels, and others in matters regarding my family and home. So I was feeling this before as I was shuffling, and I think that this one was meant to be the outcome. And the last that blew away was divine intervention, our overall energy. So I'm just putting that back. So last, I'll turn over what the masculine can do in this time toward healing and the union. Caffeine free. He's to cut off stuff that's toxic to him. Dear Archangel Raphael, I ask that you cut my cords of attachment to caffeine, but not only caffeine, any person, place, or thing that is toxic to him, so that I may honor my body's natural energy and rhythms without chemicals. Awesome. I really, really love this Jesus, the divine healer here as the masculine, and relationship representing the divine couple. I love the whole spread, but I want to take it up so that I can put another one down. Hashtag creepy deck, beginning with karma and opening to spiritual growth. Karma. Ooh, gossip. Those might be some of the people we need to cut away with the either the masculine with that caffeine or our overall energy, which also called for us to detoxify. Karma's back. An opening to children. Children still very important here. Children. Beauty queen. Somebody feeling very popular, very, good looking, very attractive in this time. Confident, good about themselves. And opening to money. Money. And lastly, Ice King. Ice King, as you know, for me, maybe this is the new moon in Leo, the eclipse or something. Could be with this lion here and this very authoritative figure. And this could be the Leo and the Mercury, Mercury retrograde, like all in one with this Ice King. Money. Oop, fair male. Ouch. Maybe he's one of the people that needs to be detoxified, because he always comes through as quite toxic to me. Money's back. So when you guys see me cutting and I go like this and I move it away from me, that now you guys know why. Away from me for other people, toward me for myself. Fun times, just like in the what was that? The love reading. this was the overall energy in the love reading. Boom. Overall energy is union. The feminine about herself. The masculine in relation to the feminine. About himself. And about the union. Overall, the outcome. What the feminine can do a surrender toward the union. What the masculine is willing to do a surrender toward the union. What the universe would have the two to do a surrender. Wind picking up again. All right. Let's see if we can get through this. Feminine about herself. Travel. Maybe this is for me. And anybody else who, got somewhere, moved somewhere different. Maybe probably for the eclipse. I noticed that one of my Facebook friends had gone to Oregon, so I think some of us did this. We picked up and went. In other cases, this can be about moving forward. It can be metaphorical. Or going back, maybe because some of the retrogrades, that Ice King that showed up, Mercury retrograde has us doing a double take in some aspects of our life. Masculine with regard to the feminine. Ooh, mature man. Feminine coming through kind of Aries-like toward the masculine. That's not necessarily good. In part, though, I'm getting that this can be good in that he sees her, as authoritative too, adult, handling business, serious. These tend to be associated with masculine or male. So that's coming through now that this is also what he is feeling about her. And then in some cases also it's coming now that it has to do with money. I kept shuffling to money. It has to do with him feeling like she's the man in the relationship. Like he's the female, like he hasn't yet reached the place he wants to be where he wants this to be him. Whoop. Whoa. Whoa. All right, I got to get another card. Wind acting up. It was so calm here when I sat down. Okay, I picked that card. Here it comes again. Masculine about himself. Open relationship. So I think we saw this in the love reading as well, where there was a triangle, if I remember correctly, and he had some other things that he was involved in. In the meantime, the feminine was going to straighten out her life too, in some cases around this same sort of thing. So this is not surprising. And the union as a whole. Boom. Let me do that again. Boom. Twin flame. Wow. I forgot what I was doing. Overall, where am I? Dating. Oh, this came up too in the love reading. I think this is how we ended up. Maybe this was here. I don't remember, but this was something important. And under the moon, I remember this under the moon dating is how we ended up coming together. Awesome. And so this is like playing out. It's actively playing out. Our love reading is actively playing out like before us. Let me get our overall energy over here too so you guys can see that. Boom, boom, boom. And the outcome. Boom. True gem. Maybe some of us getting engaged also, because I'm beginning, when I use my Doreen Virtue romance angels, I'm beginning with engagement. What can the feminine do over this period toward the union? Wow, long distance under travel. Some cases she needs to bring it on back in, like collect herself and reel it in. And for some of us, it's going to be metaphorical, and for others of us, it's going to be physical. Like she's gone away, and it's time to come back, like come home to daddy, sort of thing, or like a come to Jesus moment. Might want to look at it. Especially since Jesus represents the divine masculine this week. Yeah, come to Jesus moment. What can the masculine do or surrender toward the union this week? Let go of their soulmate, okay? Because we're releasing this from our lives. We're detoxifying ourselves of these people, the soulmates. They serve their purpose. Nobody's knocking them. We all have them. No judgment against you. That would be hypocrisy, you know, but it's time, basically. Like, you know it, we know it, the cards know it, and they're showing us. So it's time to rid ourselves of these soulmates, vacate the space for the actual divine union, the quote-unquote twin flame. And what would the universe have the two of us to do or surrender? Wow, dark male. This is the dark male that was standing in his own way in the love reading. So that's what's happening now for the person who's doing that, who's standing in their own way, whether they're the masculine or the feminine. In the love reading, it was specifically the masculine, but it can be anybody this time. For those of us who are standing in our own way, it's time to get out. For those of us who have, you know, walked away from the dark male, who is, for me, who comes through as the one of the light, whether your divine masculine or feminine is an actual, you know, dark complected person or not, this is whom, to whom we're to move toward, we're to travel toward. Okay, break that long distance. Sorry, I thought something was happening there with the camera. All right, I'm gonna do another spread.